Hey y'all, it's Veronica, your friendly neighborhood Tupperware lady, and I am getting ready to make pizza crust in the quick shake container. In here, the recipe calls for 1 1/3 cups of flour, but I didn't have quite that much, so it's probably about 1 1/4 cups. There is a teaspoon of salt, no, half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and I'm going to add, it says 1/2 cup of milk, but I've only, since I didn't have all the flour, it's a little less. I'm gonna stick my blender wheel in here. Got the lid, seal, make sure that's shut. I don't know if you can see it. There's a mark. It's right there. It is right there. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to line this up with wherever that mark went, right there. Do that. It's always a good idea to screw it backwards just a little bit. Turn it until you get to that mark and turn it by the spout top. Turn it a little bit more. I don't know. I'm going to try it again. Okay. Oh, went too far. That'll be alright. Okay, see the mark? Here's the spout. I always put my finger on top just because it shouldn't leak, but. And now I'm going to shake it. Who knows if this will actually work? And it's shaking. Alright, we've got some little crumblies in there. Shake it a little more, and I think it's going to be a ball. Ah, there we go. We're getting it. It's a good workout. I'm going to have to switch arms. Okay, now I'm going to take it off. Tap it down. There is a little dough in there. And it says to turn it out on a greased or on a floured surface. I don't have one. Can you see that in there? There's little balls. It's starting to form a dough. I'm just going to go. And it is actually on a greased piece of plastic because I don't have any extra flour because, like I said, I didn't have enough to actually do this. So anyway, it says turn it out onto a floured surface and knead 10 times. So I'm going to try to knead it. I'm going to spray the Pam. Well, it's not Pam, it's Aldi's or Dollar Store or something. Get all the dough off of the wheel as much as possible, out of the lid. I gotta keep a pinky clean to stop the video when I'm ready. Okay, this is what I usually do anyway because I hate the floured stuff.
Good Lord, how would you have time to work?
Mr. Tuppy Grumper coming through. Okay. Kneading it. You can't see it because I can't move the phone. And then it says to let it rest for about 10 minutes. I think it was. Alright, I'm going to show you my little dough ball. Here's my little dough ball. And we are going to pause the video while that rests, and then I'm going to make some calzones. I've got an almost clean pinky. I'm going to pause it. Hey y'all, I'm back. So I'm gonna pick this up and show you. Here's my little dough ball. Doesn't have yeast in it, so it wasn't rising, it was just resting. Makes it loosen up a little bit. And I'm going to spray my hands again. Pick it up. Make it into a nice little ball. And then I'm going to get rid of my little plastic wad. I'm going to put it in my little farm pan. It's clean. It's just old as the hills. And I'm going to pat it out. Instead of using a rolling pin, I'm just going to pat it out as thin as I can get it. And I'm going to make a calzone. And I will be back once I have the toppings on it right before I fold it over. Okay, I'm back. Now if you can see this, got my half and half here, and I'm going to attempt to fold it over. This is where the messy part is going to come in, I'm sure, because it's pretty thin. Oops, we got a piece stuck. Okay, keep folding. Pinch it together, and it has a hole. Tell Tony I did that. Okay. It's gonna leak out. I know it is, because this is just a makeshift thing. We wanted pizza for supper, and the farm is out in the middle of the boonies, so it's not like you can call and order pizza. But, and the reason I'm doing it this way is because I didn't have enough flour to actually make a pizza crust. So it looks a little rough, but I'm going to put some pepperoni on top. Just a second here. Some pepperonis. It's got a hole busted right at the edge. So I know stuff is going to squish out there, but hey, that's life. Alright, there is my little calzone. There's my little hole that's already leaking. And I'm going to pop it in the oven, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's the final product. I don't know how good you can see it with this lighting. Like that, and there's the hole. It didn't leak out too bad. It's pretty good. Now if I can get the phone to stay back up. Alright, so it did leak out a little bit. I'm going to cut it in half. It's probably a little soon. Probably ought to be letting it stand for a minute. See if I need to put it back in at all. Wish I could get it better. The light's not real good in here. But anyway, hey, there's our calzone. Full of pepperoni, hamburger, cheese, and onions. And we're going to have supper now. So, hey, have a great night. Bye.